thing. But eventually you came back together with the help of some Sciarios who caused a giant explosion as a distraction, getting all of the gangsters that were stopping you from getting into the building away. And you broke in and found that a computer program programmed by kind of like a species, I guess, geth. Do we count them as a species? They're robots that have their own thought processes anyway, being plugged into a big computer and seemed to be the one that was causing all this under duress. You freed the geth. They told you their name is Geth. You dressed them up as a Quarian to try and disguise them and left. That's when Sword Mummy got involved. And Tayus got the chop and got severely injured. And is still currently bleeding. You did escape, though, following the Geth's instructions of the secret tunnel, going down a floor, which took you ages to crawl through all these ducts, and came out in this container place, which the Geth tells you is part of the Volus-ran Elkoss Combine. And pretty much all of you know. The Elkoss Combine is a producer of guns. They basically 3D print knockoff guns. I mean, they're working guns, but they're knockoffs of all the other gun companies and sell them on for cheap. But anyway, that's where we are. There's a Drell bleeding out on the floor. There's a Geth stood there, just kind of staring blankly at you in its disguise. And the rest of you are just kind of gathering your thoughts just inside this container crate that you've found yourself in.
Where was this container crate again?
Well, when you came down through the tunnels of this kind of escape route, it's led to this, just the inside of this container crate. Like, as you came in, there's like a false door at the back that you came into, and it's just literally this big cargo container that's just completely empty. And you've just got like a door on the other side. It's pitch black in here, so pretty much nobody can see, because I don't think anybody's got dark vision.
Don't think I do either.
I remember nothing, but I don't think I do. No.
You remember nothing, but you don't think you do.
Yes, I remember nothing, but I don't think I have dark vision.
Oh, sorry, that broke my brain. It was like some kind of riddle. I remember nothing, but don't think I do.
We were level 3, right?
Yes. Maybe.
Ooh, I have a subclass now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has subclasses.
Nice. What does this do again? Okay.
Yes.
Do we know where we are other than inside a container?
The Geth did inform you that it did come out into the Volus area of the Elkoss Combine factory. But other than that, you just know you're in a container crate right now.
And, well, I guess I'll just turn to Kalint and Leah since they've been here for a while. So, are we currently trespassing? Will there be trouble?
Who cares?
I think at this point we're beyond trespassing. I think our first thing to try and do is get back to safety.
We're not just trespassing, we're literally kidnapping someone.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, but that's dealt with.
Someone who has been controlling the elevators and changing access.
I did forget to mention that you do currently have an Asari tied up as well.
Oh, we do.
Oh, yeah, we...
She's not tied up. She's not tied up. She has my shirt cuffs on her.
Who was that again?
It was the woman
Sword
with
Mommy.
it was the Asari with the sword.
Her name is Sword Mommy.
Okay, she's just Sword Mummy. Yes, let's just go with that.
Good. I thought she was dead.
I guess.
No, you did check. I think it was actually Boucher decided to check, and she was still alive at the time.
Yeah. I mean, now I remember.
I think we should probably try and block up where we came from, eh? Or I don't know. How hard would it be to block the entrance we came?
I mean, you cannot see what you're doing right now.
Oh shit! Have we got lights in our fucking
Yeah.
thingies?
Any tools?
Yeah, the Omni.
Yeah, pretty much as a given, all Omni tools have a torch.
Okay.
They're basically the modern phones of the future. They do everything. It's got a camera in it. It's got light. It's got your bank details. It literally is everything. So it's good that instead of like a phone that can be stolen, this thing is literally attached to you.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I guess that's the first port of call, Clint. You pop open your Omni tool, and for a second, there's a little bit of light coming from the orange glow of the Omni tool. But as you turn it on, you get a little flashlight. It doesn't light up an awful lot as you point at things. Probably blinds everybody that you point it towards.
Better blind than, well, at least we can see.
We can see automatically in dark spaces.
Of course you can.
So what do I see around?
So you
We
can.
still got our captive.
Yeah, she's just lying on the floor. I'm assuming Trekmore's carrying her because he's the big burly guy of the group.
Also, he's not here, so
Also, he's not
the
here.
mule.
So, yeah, so he can be the mule for everything. But yeah, looking around, this container crate is absolutely empty. There is not even like a scrap of anything in there. No dust markings or anything. But again, dust isn't common in the space station itself because it's all filtered out. But anyway, as you turn around, looking one side as it kind of goes long ways, the doors are just shut, and looking back to where you came from, there's a small hatch that's kind of like opened up at the bottom right corner that you've crawled in from. And you can kind of tell, like, if you just closed it, it'd look completely sealed again.
Do we have any sort of welding tools?
We might.
Do you think we might need to go back in?
1 second. Yeah, I have Tinker's tools.
Ah.
That might work.
I'll turn the light off and peek out of the container before making that decision, I guess.
Oh, what, you want to open the container door to look out?
Yeah, as quietly as I can.
Strangely enough, they're not like our day containers where it's like a big lock thing. It literally is like just a tiny little handle that you kind of like squeeze and it opens up, and on very well oiled hinges apparently just swings open. And you looking out, you are in this vast building. It's almost like the Indiana Jones scene where there's that massive warehouse room, but you are incredibly high up. You would fathom a guess that you are still as high as a top story of the residential quarters buildings. So it's about 7 stories high, and it just goes straight down. There's nothing like, as soon as you open the door, there's no kind of like footing after the doors open. But you can see like workers in certain places further down look like just like little ants walking about.
Oh wow.
And you can, like, as soon as you open the doors as well, the noise of it comes in, and these kind of like hovering robots that are carrying some of the crates and moving around, and you can hear the whir of their engines. And further away, you can kind of hear this stamping of kind of like a large mechanized thing, just making this constant boof, boof, boof noise.
Well, it looks like we don't have to worry about being quiet. Yeah, I think we probably should weld it.
What, the door? To the container we just got out of?
Well, yeah, the door we came up, came, I guess, down?
Yeah, down. Oh, yeah, so they wouldn't exactly go back. Go from the back to us. Yeah, that makes sense.
So we do have a welder then?
We don't need to have a welder. We can just use another container to, close it.
Like move another container in the way of
Plug
the door?
I would certainly rule that in futuristic Tinker's tools, there'd probably be some kind of welding tool in there to connect things together. because you're tinkering with electronics and stuff like that, aren't you? With these kind of ones. Maybe more like a soldering iron.
What does it say? Or there's adhesive potentially.
Well, I mean, DM just said we can wild with it, so
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, you can do it. I don't know.
You don't think it would be the best kind of like to stop things from coming through if they really wanted to, but it'd certainly stop you from being able to just push it open. So it could buy you time.
I think the best option is to either both weld it and then block it, or just block it. Depends on how long welding will take. If there's like a handle, I can maybe try and make it not a handle. So it would be very uncomfortable to open.
What do you think? How long would it take?
It would probably take a little while to do that, maybe around an hour.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Screw that.
I mean, you could always leave a dead body in the way. That'll certainly slow people down from opening it.
There's a voice.
kill Leah.
Kill Leah!
Let's try to imply murder.
I never liked the Quarian. Bang! There we go. She'll stop it.
It's all been a ruse.
Speaking of not dead bodies, how long will it take for Sword Mommy to wake up?
Rules as written should be if we're taking like player rules, then it's taken like a full rest, I think.
That
Sword
certainly
Mommy might
sounds
be more
like,
powerful than you, though.
certainly sounds like you might need to do a medical check to see how long she may be out for.
Well,
Oh.
And also talking of medical stuff, hour 6, Tayu. Yes, Tayu, you're going to lose. What? The one person that doesn't know medicine is the one person that knows it. You know what? I may not be a medical expert, but I do know unconscious people. So we got a 6 from Tayu, a 13 from Leah, who is the medical woman of the team, supposedly, an 8 from Kreia, and then a 20 from Clint, who only has a +2 to medicine in the first place. Tayu, talking of medical stuff, you're going to lose... sorry, my throat today. You're going to lose 1 more hit point from your total.
oh, come on.
As you feel the blood seeping out from your wound. But Clint, everybody else kind of like staring at this unconscious Asari going, yeah, we're never going to be able to tell how long she'll be unconscious for. You surmise from the beating she took and how long it's taken you to get down here and stuff like that, she'll only be unconscious for less than an hour now.
Or what if I hit her over the head again now?
That would be a failed death save.
Yeah, that could kill her. Let's not.
I wouldn't recommend.
She has shock cuffs on her. I'll adjust to the cuffs.
I'll just like inspect her head and be like, I suffered one of those. Was out for the best part of an hour. I was hit exactly the same place. But,
I'm gonna hit you in the exact same place.
fair enough.
There are actually no stats for the shock cuffs.
Say what?
Like they're like there's a price tag for the cuffs, and they say, they automatically break concentration. That's what they do. Those are the stats.
Well, that could be good.
Yeah, I guess it's more a hindrance to being able to cast, isn't it? So it'd probably be disadvantaged to cast any biotics.
Well, we should.
Don't you have like a kilometer of tape? Maybe we can like hog tie her.
Oh my God.
We should definitely gag her, though.
I'm now really regretting the fact that I coined the term sword woman.
No,
We should gag Sword Mommy.
that's one of your better decisions.
Of all the bad decisions Tom's made in his life, this is the best
I even
one.
have a smoke grenade as a ball gag.
Okay.
Please no. That sounds horrendous.
I'll just use some fabric and just try and subtly tie a gag.
But what Kalint's actually doing is trying to show off his mean guns by ripping off of his sleeves.
I'm not ripping my coats. I love this coat.
This is made from real cow leather from that earth place.
Made from human beings.
Human beings.
I'll just use I'll use fucking her clothes. I don't know.
Yeah, armor wise, it's quite patchy. It looks kind of like, I guess, cyberpunky kind of style, or more punk,
Nice.
I guess, because it's not as much robotics on her as far as you can tell. But yeah, it's very like punky kind of style. But yeah, there are clothing bits. So you just like rip off a shred from the one sleeve that she actually does have. The other arm's just like bare, and tie it around her mouth.
Yes. Just so she doesn't scream and give us away whilst we're trying to.
Yeah.
This place.
Let's just hope no one runs into us with an unconscious, cuffed, gagged woman.
Do you know on the way?
Yeah.
On the way down, let's look for like construction materials we could put her into.
That is a good
And then we should
question, because
carry-
how are you going to get down, especially with an unconscious woman?
What do you mean down? Like, are we up somewhere?
Yeah, you're like 7 floors up worth of like a building, up on top of this container stack.
That is an amazing meme.
Oh shit, it bugged out again.
Slow fall.
That is an amazing meme. I love it.
Oh, Slowfall is a cantrip? That's very nice.
Yeah.
Ah,
To be honest, it only. To be honest, in 5e, it's only a first level spell.
Thing is, what they've done with this one is they've changed it so it's only 1 creature at a time, because I'm pretty sure Featherfall's like 5 creatures.
No, you choose up to 5. It says in it.
What does it?
yeah. 24 meters.
Oh,
per round.
got you. It is there. So I somehow skipped over that one line in that.
So
Well-
basically, you can jump off, and then when do you have to cast it?
It's a
When someone
technically
falls.
speaking- yeah, technically speaking, a reaction when someone falls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose the thing
Let's
is,
just take turns.
It doesn't seem to have a duration. So
Yeah, let me see the duration on it. I don't think there was one.
I suppose it's whenever you touch the floor.
or leave the floor. I was thinking it probably.
But no, strictly speaking, it does say choose up to 5 people. Or willing creatures. No, wait. 5 falling creatures there don't have to be willing. That's, that's
Interesting.
probably someone regretting things somewhere. I think.
Yeah, so it says at the bottom, if the creature lands before the power ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet, and the power ends for the creature. So without there actually being a power ending part to it, I assume that means you can cast it.
You can just fall forever and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a 1 minute concentration spell.
Oh, there we go. You've got it now. So one minute, which is plenty of time to fall 24 meters per round, and then land.
Nice.
Other question. I've picked up 3 frag grenades.
Oh.
But I haven't equipped them. When should I equip them?
You could equip them now because we're like out of combat. I could say like taking this time to, as you're sussing things out. Oh, I'm going to equip these.
It takes a short rest to attune to magical items.
Oh, really?
Yes, all those magical items in the Mass Effect universe.
They are magical items.
Oh.
Well, no, technically not. But I'm joking about the explosion.
They certainly feel like a magic. Anyway,
Does it actually take a short rest?
Oh no, there's more people advertising on our channel again.
Oh.
kill him, die.
Okay, let me see. Equipment.
just no.
No.
That's it.
It's just funny.
Everything is in your hands. No.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, dogehype.com.
What? Wait a minute. I lost money on Doge, you piece of shit.
Get him
I
out
was
of
gonna
here.
say that sounds like a shitcoin.
Nah, ban him.
But yeah, anyway. I
I'm not-
suppose we get to sleep.
You're asking me to do things I'm not sure how to do.
Yeah, I don't even know myself, but you're a mod apparently.
Yeah.
Why not a mod?
I don't know.
None of us are mods.
I think
What?
it's literally just Nat, but probably because she was the only one that was available when I
What?
Hang on,
looked
hang on,
to.
hang on.
I think of all of us, she might be the best suited for this power.
What? Kicking people. Oh wow, nice one! She actually got rid of him. Anyway, so
Time out.
so the plan is you're going to step off, and then and then Boucher's gonna Krea's gonna cast Slow Fall, so you just hover down to the ground.
Sounds good.
But then again, 24 meters per round, so that's 24 meters in 6 seconds. It's not really hovering, is it? It's still quite fast.
Still fairly fast, but it does say specifically you take no fall damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question is, do we have enough people? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
7 of us.
Yeah.
We can just take turns, right?
It's range 12 meters though, so that's a bit of an issue. So,
I want to look at the geth and ask, so how do you handle falling?
We do not handle falling well. In our
Push him.
previous form, we were a leaper, and we could leap from surface to surface with no issues. But this body's functionality does not have such.
Come on, let me push him.
Oh, actually, maybe some of us are strong enough to hang on to someone who isn't affected by the cantrip and not let them fall, you know?
DM rules will probably say Trekmore carrying the Asari will count. But unless anybody else has got quite a good strength score.
how strong is the Geth?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna look at the Geth and go,
Hey, catch me.
I'm gonna jump into its arms.
It's really strange, like the way you do this as you kind of like leap up, like Scooby Doo into Shaggy's arms. The Geth's arms just like shoot out within a second and catch you, and it's just holding you there. And the head, that's kind of like masked in a Quarian helmet, turns to you and just stares, and you can just see this single light just peering at you.
Well, don't drop me, please. I'm gonna put my life in your hands here.
I'm not that
The
strong.
lighter of us. I think it's either Kreia or Leah that is the lightest.
I'm pretty light, to be honest. Hang on. I am
I mean,
90
Kreia
pounds.
would be light, but Kreia has a lot of shit.
Yeah,
That's
Kreia,
right.
Kreia
You
is
have
a
a huge
walking
backpack.
backpack. Yes, exactly.
I don't work in pounds, so I have absolutely no idea.
What's the average poundage of a
Let's
thingy?
see, I'm sure it's in the...
I don't
Well,
know.
I have 60 pounds on me from just the workbenches.
I have like nothing on me.
Yeah, I travel super light as
Yeah,
well.
but Boucher, I'm imagining I should actually count you as two creatures because you and your backpack.
Well, if we're going that route, then the Krogan should be like...
yeah, three people at once. But no, so for you, Andres, it's probably like a drill is quite, and I'm sure it even describes it in the compendium that they themselves are quite light and lithe. It's like their muscles are much denser, which doesn't increase mass, but does increase their strength. So they're like stronger with less muscle in a way.
Quantum muscle.
Yeah, with less volume of muscle.
Yeah, I suppose that's the word. But in your case, I suppose if you're wearing armor compared to Kalint, who
No, that's true.
are you even wearing armor, Kalint? Is
I have light armor.
Oh yes, yeah, you do have light armor, which went way too much. It's mostly just like not quite leathers, but it's also not quite true armor. It's probably more like Miranda's bodysuit.
Plating.
Also, I don't have spell points left. Spell slots. But strictly speaking, I do have the gravity field spell. I could have put it like in the middle and caught everyone in it.
Well, I
Doesn't-
think, yeah, my guy weighs 90 pounds, and that's what I'm carrying, which isn't much, so I'm probably quite safe here. The next level, I am going to take the super light one. You know what I mean? That light feat. So I think I'm okay with being carried. I think it's a fun trust exercise.
I
Well,
mean, my original
that works
thought wasn't this plan at all, but this works. So
Or did you want us to like climb down or something?
no, it wasn't anything like that. But I'll tell you when you get down.
Okay.
I think I know what it is. we haven't looked in other containers to see. Oh, you know the one thing I wanted to know: what company is on the container that we were in?
So looking at it, and I'm going to have to look this up myself for a second. So are you kind of like looking on the outside part?
Well, both. I'm just looking for clues.
Okay.
Should I do a McRoll?
A McRoll?
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to do a McRoll, you can do it. Sponsored by Not McDonald's.
Typical not McDonald's. With my high expectations and low reality.
Hang on, can I post this in the stream? I think I can. Yes, you can see a symbol on the outside of the containers, and it's like 3 lines with circular edges. Top one being quite long, the middle one being slightly shorter, and the bottom one almost being a circle in a hexagon. But you don't know what it means.
Ah. Okay. I'll keep a lookout for that description in future.
I'll
Okay.
post it here on the Discord. That's what it looks
okay.
like.
Huh.
I don't remember what that was, but
I mean, if anybody sees it and wants to try a roll,
sure. Let's kill all the mystery.
That's not a mystery.
Oh,
No, yes it is. Shut up.
Tayus solves the mystery with a 22. This is the symbol for Elkoss combat.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the
Bleed a
outside,
little more and say, can we get going then?
Yep. So the plan, you're just going to step off and
And hope the biotic saves me.
yeah, great. Actually, cast the thing.
Yeah, I will cast the thing.
Cast the thing. So you all like simultaneously kind of like step to the edge and just walk off. Feels weird at first, just kind of like stepping out into this 7-foot drop. 7 foot? 7-story drop? 7 foot.
Nope,
would
7
be-
foot.
Yeah, 7 foot. Yeah, it's a very quick fall. You just that looks a lot higher up. No,
Before we do, should we actually look around up here or not?
Wait,
I don't
this
know.
is like 7 stories, but like how high are they? Like each of them? Is this like warehouse?
I'm talking like it's like warehouse, probably like Amazon warehouse inside.
They have like 16 feet, 16 meters or so each. Like a whole building, I think.
Well, there you go. 16 by 7. That's the height we're at.
We just have to we just have to jump off the building. It's like never mind.
That's a fucking skyscraper right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
it literally is. That's like as I said before, how tall this like crate is up from the ground is as tall as the residential quarters buildings where everybody sleeps in. They literally go from floor to ceiling of each floor of the space station, if that made any sense.
Mm.
Oh, there's a cat behind me.
Well, I reckon. Can I? Before we do jump down, can I roll stealth to see if I can get us down in the cover of the building or something?
What do you mean, like climb down?
No, like to sort of choose where we descend, so we're in line of sight of many things.
You could probably do a bit of a drift and land on some other containers that are further down, not stacked as high, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, well, just so as few people as possible see people jumping off this thing.
The one time I get to jump off a skyscraper and I don't.
No one's gonna see.
What do you think?
There's an advancement for slow fall where you get to move like 2 meters every turn, every round.
Should I roll for it, or what do you think?
I wouldn't say it wouldn't be stealth because you're not actually stealthing it, but it'd be more something like some kind of intelligence save to figure out.
Intelligence?
Investigation's intelligence.
Yeah, investigation.
Oh, okay. Investigation works for me.
Yeah, investigation's probably the best way.
Fuck's sake! 10. Have I got fucking... Okay, no, I haven't.
It does seem like, because the place is so complicated with these towers going up and down, like any other ones that you'd kind of like land on container-wise could kind of be a dead end in a way, because the ones besides them could be stacked even higher and you just kind of be stuck in that little alcove instead. But you could probably hop down using that kind of technique by like, oh, we'll glide over to that bit over there, and then we'll wait on that bit, and then we'll jump off that one and glide over to another one.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that. It's pretty cinematic.
Yeah. Are you looking out for anything else or doing anything else?
Well, I suppose we might as well see the objects that we surfaced inside that container.
Oh, I think it was completely empty.
Yeah, the container you arrived in is completely empty.
Oh, okay.
Not even close.
Containers.
But there's
Containers were there.
a lot of containers all over the place. These are stacked
Can
really
I
fucking high.
look out for guards or something?
Sure. Do you want to do an active perception check just to see what's going on?
Yes. Well, I shouldn't have.
Today is the day of 10. Pete, can you roll above a 10 at some point today?
He rolled a 20 on medicine.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
The one thing I'm shit at, I got a 20.
Hey.
Oh.
There we go. The ladies have got it. So
Yeah.
Leah and Kreia go into scanning mode. Leah, don't you have something with perception?
Oh.
Isn't there an optics?
We're
that
just
you've got?
distracted by sword mommy.
Totally distracted.
So the guys are all just staring at the unconscious Asari you've got, whilst the two actual women of the group are just looking around, making sure that you
there
don't
it
get
is.
murdered.
Yes, I have advantage.
There we go. I knew there was something there. There we go.
There we
Even
go.
better.
21.
Yeah. So on your way of gliding down, you two in particular, because nobody else is apparently paying enough attention.
Sword is not wearing much.
I don't want to say it, but she kind of isn't. It's like one of those metal bra things situations. It goes punk rock
we
style.
Does it have spikes?
You know what? I'll let you imagine what it looks like. But most likely it's got spikes, yes.
Nice.
So, yeah, as you're kind of like floating down, Leah and Kreia, you notice that as you kind of like leave your crate to float down to another one, there was a button on the underside of the crate you've just left. What it does, you don't know, because you're kind of like just falling 24 meters downwards at that time. Besides that,
I think it.
Oh, go on. Did you want to say?
I was going to say, I think it would have been pretty hard to press anyway.
It was kind of like underneath, so you'd have to like crouch down and reach under to press it. But you guys do notice that.
I can throw it, possibly.
Throw the button.
Yeah.
You could do actually to press it. It might also smash the button to pieces.
Oh shit! I was like showing the power, not casting it.
Oh,
I also
okay.
have this.
We can come back later.
The ability to push button.
One caveat is that it's concentration, so a slow fall.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, suddenly it's like, oh, I'm going to press this button and then just plummet.
We all fall.
I didn't see it because the Roll20 just disconnected. So,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, same for everybody. Oh, okay.
but anyway, as you kind of like float down, Kreia and Leah, you take notice of the figures that are down below you. And you can kind of see there's just general workers who seem to be a mix of different races. Most of them aren't Volus, that look like the ones doing the lifting and stuff like that. But you do see the odd Volus who seems more like the operations manager, pointing at things and telling people to do stuff by the looks of it. Besides that, there is probably around 4 that you can see of, singular figures, and these are large figures that are easy to spot because they are wearing some rather garish bright red armour, Krogans marching about, and they seem to be heavily armed as well. But as you float down, none of them seem to spot you. You're gliding gently down to like another little lower level, probably about halfway down that you can kind of go into. As you get into it, you do notice that it is kind of just its own alcove, but there is a crate right in front of you that you could open the door of an access if you needed to.
Oh, let's do that and put sword armor in.
I just remembered something. Like very important.
Very important.
What would that be?
I have a crew uniform in my inventory.
Ooh.
A crew uniform.
That might fit in an Ansari, so she would look like a fucking Mad Max shit.
Yes, that's true.
I think we just put her in the box and carry the box. I mean, imagine there's plenty of people walking around with things.
Yeah, that could potentially work. I mean, I don't think we look much like workers, but
What do I have here? Spells.
so we've floated down. No one sees us.
Mm-hmm. From where you are, no one can look up and see you because you're high enough up that in the alleyways that all the cargo containers form.
Okay,
it's
but
like
if we jump, they will see us. Right? We'll be
yeah,
like dropping on top of them.
If you get low enough, if there's people around, they will most likely see you because as you descend into the more lit up area that's down there, I'll probably add this as well that you notice. As they walk along, there's lights on the sides that pop up and off as people pass into them and away from them. So yeah, as soon as you get into that level, lights are going to turn on because they're going to sense your movement. And yeah, you're pretty much going to be a painted target at that point.
What do people mainly seem to be wearing?
Mr. Collins, would you like me to put you down for now?
Oh, all right. Thank you.
I'm just imagining you like hovering there for a second, just like the geth's holding you still, and you're like looking over the edge, just like, oh yes, there's quite a few people down there, and he's just like, do you want to get off for a second?
I'm gonna glance over at Leah and see what she thinks of that.
She's been glaring at you ever since you threw yourself at the geth. She if looks could kill, you would be dead, like 1,000,000 times over. She's not happy. She's not happy about any of this.
Just be like,
Look, we had no choice. Besides, I think it
We
was.
had no choice. Me. She just she is not taking that very well.
Okay.
Creator there, Leah, if you wish to be carried next time, I would gladly serve its purpose.
I did not understand a word of that.
Was it?
He asked. Well, it asked if you wanted to be carried too, basically.
Oh, she does not acknowledge the geth. Puts as much distance between them as she can.
Mr. Collins, I believe that Creator Year's audio sensors are not working.
Well, they're working all right. I give her some time, and she might come around.
I'll just put a hand on the geth's shoulder, like, yeah, I've been there, buddy.
But I wouldn't count on you coming around, to be honest.
We do not understand this term coming round. Where is she going in the first place to be coming round back to?
Coming round to see you as someone who wasn't responsible for the massacre of her race.
Yes, but we did massacre her race. But we let some others go.
Maybe.
So were your programs already operating back then?
Yes, these programs were there at the time of the Morning War. We left some time afterwards to scour the universe for any hints at how to build our greatest creation, but we will not divulge those details as we want to protect the geth kind.
Well, that's a very interesting thing. We have an old geth on our hands.
As you would perceive it, you said you were in an old body before. Is that right?
Yes, during the Morning War, we occupied a leaper body, or bodies, as was at the time. We were shared over multiple platforms. These were used for great stealth and agility purposes.
And why were you transferred to this one?
This one was able to house more programs at once, but did not have the flexibility of the original platforms. We wanted a large consensus of geth programs to be able to operate deep within enemy territories without being too, as you would put it, squishy.
I want to write all of this down.
It's literally got a book out and just writing the entire thing.
I'm just kind of staring like,
Huh. I guess maybe we have some things in common then. All right, let's figure out how to get out of here. How do you propose we do it? Geth?
Beforehand, there was a platform we could have used if you had called it, but we did not want to destroy your hopes of having a look around this place.
So there was a platform.
Yes,
I'm not sure I understood.
there's,
Now that I'm down here, what's our...
there was a place stored a. I'm trying to think of a small way to say button, but I can't think of one. There was a button you could press that called a platform that would go over the top of all the crates straight to the entrance.
Oh well.
Well, it would have been very conspicuous, no?
Not particularly. It flew over all the top of the crates, which normal organics would not be able to see in the darkness. The Vervis used this for shipping in the first place. This unit up into a higher level.
Well, I guess let's just get to the exit then.
Also, my programs connected to sensors in the area are picking up that we were incorrect about previous advisement. Namia's narcos have enlisted the Volus to look out for yourselves and capture you and take me back. Or us, sorry.
Really?
I told you it was going to be more trouble than it's worth.
They would classify him as useful right now.
Their deal forbids them from physically coming into the Volus territory, but the Volus have their own means of capture. They have been warned.
What do you think they intend to do with you?
They will move us to a new location and attach us again to that computer system to force us to keep an eye on all the other races and what they are up to.
Is that what you have been doing up until now?
Yes, this is exactly their purposes for us. The additional purposes we served were not for Namia's narcos, nor did they know of these screen wiping programs we were putting in place.
Yeah, I didn't understand all of that. Did you say that it was wiping the security?
Yes, so it's saying that the security wipes were not what Namia's narcos were using. They were purely using it for spying materials.
So
The wiping of the tapes or the live feeds.
did somebody else order you to wipe the tapes then?
Yes, an outside benefactor has contacted us and wished for us to wipe the records of what happened with the Sciarios.
And I assume all of this beating around the bush means you're not gonna tell us who this benefactor is.
We do not know the true identity of this benefactor, just that they are off of the space station.
Of the space station.
Yes, the signals do not come from the space station, but I cannot pinpoint where. It does not seem to be on the planet below, as signals have come from multiple directions, not of the planet.
What about perhaps a change of plan? What if you took us to where? If you've been watching, you know who I say when I say my friend, who has been captured.
Friend that has been captured? You would have to be more clear. We know multiple of your friends have been imprisoned at some point.
Wait till I put on my bio thing. Alright, hang on.
You wiped the tapes with that Salarian. I assume woman. I assume it was female.
Lenola Lizik.
Yes. The Salarian that was captured by other Salarians was carted, I don't know if he's carted, taken to one of the drop pods that serves as a life buoy of the station. They were shipped down to the planet below.
Did you
Uh.
get the identity of the Solarians who did that?
Yes, they were part of the Lahim family.
What was that noise?
Could you hear a high-pitched noise in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my wife talking to a cat.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
It was also the sound the inside of my brain meant when I was like, oh, the plot thickens.
It's just another program.
She is about to fucking revolt.
I apologize.
So
We had a leaf wiring and it made a high-pitched noise. Anyway, the Solarians were to take their prisoner to one of these life buoys where a Krogan was awaiting to take her down to the planet below.
So, let me get this straight. You're telling us that Salarians from her own family we're taking her there so a Krogan could take her to the planet, and someone from outside of the station ordered you to wipe the tapes.
Yes. Is this too complex for organic brains?
What the fuck?
Do you have the identity of the actual people who transported her? The actual Sciarios who transported her?
I can point out all the Lahim individuals that you need. I can also point out the individual Krogan as well, as they are a family member of the clan Warlock leader on this station.
Has the Krogan collected already?
Yes. This happened earlier.
This happened when?
Earlier this galactic day. We approximate 3 hours and 29 minutes ago.
So she's already on the planet then.
Definitely.
Yes.
But I'm gonna pull up my Omni tool and quickly cycle the daughters on the pictures of the daughters and be like
I just look at you like, why do you have pictures of them, man?
He's weird.
Who I'm working for.
There's they're
He's
all
a pervert.
they're all posed ones of him and them, and it's like those weird selfies where it's at a weird angle and one of them's doing the finger sign and stuff.
I'm just like
Which one of these? Which one of her daughters is involved?
and cycle through them.
None of these were involved in the actual heist itself, but they were all relatives of the first daughter. They are all her biological kin.
Huh. Relatives of the first daughter. Oh shit.
So yes, as Sciarios work, they lay eggs, and the eggs, if unfertilized, turn into males, which is the majority of the eggs. Now what he's saying is that this bunch that were escorting the heir, I can't even say her name properly, Lenola, yes, they were all sons of the first daughter.
Yeah.
So she was kidnapped by her own children.
No, because so it's a little bit awkward in the way that the heir is actually the last born daughter, purely because she's the youngest to be able to pass on the bloodline longer.
Yeah, her nephew kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lenola's nephews. Daughters of Franil Rona.
That's the one. I need to
Okay.
find out that notepad again because it's on there somewhere.
Oh, that's interesting. So the Rona has cost another person their
The Rona.
oh shit.
Well, the way I see it, we can go and have a chat with these Salarian kidnappers, but that might tip them off.
It might not be safe to go back to the compound, to either compound. I'm thinking our best option might be to go down to the surface.
I would agree. However, I will point out that I am still bleeding out and would very much like getting some assistance.
What kind of, I don't know, medicine apart from when I got hit on the head that one time.
That's his only frame of reference.
What's it?
What do our resident medics think it would take to get you back to fighting shape?
Wait, what? To get the geth back to fighting shape?
No,
Not me.
Yes.
Oh, you. Sorry. I missed a very important bit then. I don't know. What does 16 tell me? A good night's sleep.
He has a scratch on him.
16 tells you that without any kind of immediate attention, this will continue to deteriorate and possibly kill Tayus.
Will first aid sort that?
I think it will.
Not first aid itself. but you
Oh.
believe if you had the right tools, you could just do some kind of patching up, i.e., a medicine check, to help it, like keep it stable and heal on its own, so it wouldn't be bleeding out anymore.
I mean, I also have Unity. Oh
Oh,
wait,
I
that's no, I don't. That's not equal.
The big problem is he's game-wise losing a hit point from his overall.
Yeah, from my
Every-
maximum.
Yeah. So eventually he's just going to get to 0. There's no reviving that through healing him because there's no
Yeah,
health to
no,
heal.
I'm with you.
So
He said,
what tools do we need?
I would assume medical kits. And we do have a medical something, but I think that was an Omni tool. Like an Omni tool, like a different model of Omni tool that did something with medical.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think Leah actually got that. I don't know if
the
you got
Logic Arrest Mark 6.
it. Yes, I believe
Yeah,
that was
but there
the
is
medical
also
one.
the medical kit, and I'm looking at the new items list, and there's like.
Do we have one of those?
Wait,
No,
yeah,
I don't.
should I have one?
You might.
I mean, I don't have one in my inventory, but that don't say a lot. I've probably just
That depends on your background.
missed.
I know it's been a while, but I'm sure there was one at some point for it, but I can't remember myself, to be honest. It's just a random item. I will point out there are a few like small crates on the top of this cargo container that you're currently on, if you wanted to have a look around and see if there's anything of use there.
Sure. Let's have a dig through them.
DM
You
them.
never know. There might be medical supplies.
this is a workspace. Of course, they're gonna have first aid kit. Well, maybe.
So funny thing is, I think a basic medical kit would solve this. Just looking at the stuff with it, like there's a bioscanner, medical foam, quick hardening cast tape, a scalpel with 10 blades, a bone saw, and a pouch that carries magic. So I'm like thinking, you can just medical foam that thing. It probably heals up.
Medical foam that
Maybe.
man.
I'm gonna stand here and look pretty whilst you guys figure that out.
We're on a crate, right? So I can just biotic jump on top of this crate and look around.
I would hope.
Actually, I'll do an investigate and see.
These are more like 5x5 little crates, like 5 foot by 5 foot crates that you can open up.
It's getting better. I rolled an 8.
Yay!
Big rolls coming through.
Oh my god.
So I assume investigation then. Well, that's a 22. Never mind.
I mean, you can always roll.
I could always roll a nat 20, I guess.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I'm distracted.
Nat could roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit! Or two of them.
Not just 2 of them at once.
with both eyes. What the hell?
It's like
Yeah.
with both eyes. They just
Yeah.
like separate and they're looking in all different directions.
And that's hilarious because I was distracted painting my nails.
There we go. So you open up some of these containers and have a look around. There is a few different bits around, including, I was going to say most importantly, but I don't think it's really important. But there's 4 heavy weapon charges in one of these. Not that anybody has a heavy weapon. She rolled double nat 20 for chat. Double nat 20.
Well, not 20.
Because she's named Nat. There's 4 Omni Gel. There's some incendiary ammo as well. But most importantly, the packing material here looks like you could actually use that to temporarily kind of like bandage up Tayus so he's at least stable.
Nice.
And then possibly a long rest will recover the hit points and everything like that he's lost already.
Mm.
Incendiary ammo. I missed that one. I was taking out the headset.
Yes, there's some incendiary ammo if you want to take that
No,
as well.
before that there was something.
Oh, before that, there was 4 Omni Gel, and 4 heavy weapon charges.
I have a good home for the Omnigel. Also, if the incendiary ammo is like a mod to weapons and not like a new items thing, I'll pick them up.
Yes, it is actually the mod version, not the actual incendiary ammo, because that only lasts for that thing.
If nobody,
My main damage is guns, though. It would be useful for me.
yeah, but you only do 1 attack.
Uh,
Then again, I only need it like in 5 or in 3 levels, or in 4 even.
Well,
I mean,
that's gonna be quite a bit.
I do 1 attack for now, but very soon it will be many, many, many attacks.
Pew 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 pew, and that's my turn.
It's entirely up to you if you want them. You'll be the one to use them right now.
Let me look at what they do.
I don't have the weapon. No, I do have weaponsmith, but I don't think I'll be trying to get them out because the DC on pulling out mods is quite honestly insane.
Mods.
Once you have got something, you can use it as a blueprint to create another, though.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, it primes. That's super useful, actually.
Yeah, it's actually like the cornerstone of a build I'm going for. So
Oh.
yeah, I get 2 attacks, one of which is a cantrip at level 6. So attack with a pistol, prime with the incendiary ammo, then explode with a cantrip.
Oh.
He means himself, so Kreia actually explodes. But yeah, it's a good way to do it. It's basically what you can do in the games. It's just like prime someone on fire and then blow them up.
There is the salvage of a weapon mod thing, but like DC is 20, and you if you fail, the gun and the mods are all destroyed. So
Ooh. Yeah, I think it's probably best to use it then. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too long. I'll find something else.
God, I've got super white for some reason. Sorry, I meant to start talking as the geth, that's why the robot thing's on, but I noticed I was like super pale boy on the screen. 1 second. So the geth does turn around to you as you're like searching around and you pull out some of this stuff. Leah, if you want to start dressing
I'll start
Tayus,
packing that wound.
do a medicine
Thank
check
you.
for me. But during that time, the geth turns around and goes, "We need to be quick. Felth the Decimator has come himself to try and locate you and is currently scouring this area to find us."
Well, that's a interesting name, isn't it? All right, maybe I can go distract them, draw them elsewhere.
I believe if you are seen by the Decimator, there won't be much chance for you to flee on your own.
I can go invisible and just go make noises in other places.
Just like this tapping sound somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I assist Leah on her medicine check? Because she just rolled it really low.
We're all rolling like 4.
It's like when it comes to the important roles, yeah, we'll just do shit.
Like, this isn't important.
Sure, I'll allow it because she is patching you up, so you could definitely help with that.
Is it like Master Commander when the doctor is just like, give me that mirror?
There we go.
Yeah. Just like got the mirror thing stuck in your mouth and you're just like yeah, so together like Tayus holding the bandages as you're wrapping them around him and like packing it in tight. So you are cured of your ailment at the moment, Tayus. You don't regain the hit points you've lost right now. But as I said, once you have a long rest, you'll go back up to your max.
Nice. It's good to not be bleeding everywhere anymore.
As there's just a trail of Drell blood everywhere you've been so far.
She ties it all off and gives it a little pat, and then just looks up at you and says, "I'm not kissing it."
You know, you technically have a +1 to medicine, I think. But that might be already in.
From what specifically?
From the Omni tool.
Omni tool, yeah.
Why is El Murderito a character?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't it?
You asked for someone asked for a drone.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have equated that into my medicine score. Oh, is that my little drone?
Yeah.
I don't think it's set up yet, though.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
You might want to do it like an NPC instead.
Why does it say racial whomst?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
That's really funny.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh, yeah. I did that.
Oh my.
I think the best way to do it is to make it an NPC. NPCs
Yeah.
have their own sheets.
Oops. Okay. It's just a little robot that flies around going oops.
It's an owl. It's like who?
Oops. Oops.
Yeah, I can make it. I made it an NPC.
You're an NPC. Anyway, what's the plan?
Shit. I mean,
So yeah.
I'm being invisible, but I have one more invisible for the day, or for the short rest, I guess. And then I'm buggered. So I mean, I could just run around and make noise at the opposite end, and then follow you guys out.
I didn't really pay attention. We have like a platform to get down. Then we don't have to jump, right? Did I
That was
get that right?
That was back up where you originally were.
Where the fuck are we? Where am I? What's going on?
You're like halfway down now.
Am I floating already?
No, you're still just stood on the platform you were originally, like
Oh, okay.
on top of the cargo container.
So we are being lowered
flying
then.
down. No, you're not being lowered yet. That's what you've got to try and figure out how you get lower.
Oh, maybe this.
Why am I? How
We were on top of the toppest crates, and then we jumped and decided to take a break.
Oh, I see.
Let's have a look around and see if there's many buttons on this thing. Maybe we can. If we're on a platform now, that's like movable.
No, so sorry, I've described this terribly. So you started on the other side of this kind of like alleyway, basically, and you floated down to on top of another cargo container, but it's kind of formed an alcove because this one isn't as high as the others. You're probably about halfway down, probably more around 3 stories up. Stood on top of another cargo container that had a bunch of crates on top of it. That's what you searched around in and raided some stuff.
So our way out is down or across more containers.
Yeah, you can go across some more. There are the flying kind of like big drones that can pick up the cargo containers, sort of like floating back and forth, picking up stuff and moving it about.
Ooh. Can we get to any of those drones?
How would you get to some of those drones?
Jumping. Are there any below me I can jump onto and hack? Or is there a control panel that I could hack them from?
There is one currently further down that you could possibly get to if you leaped onto it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do me either athletics or acrobatics.
Please, game. I've rolled shit until now. I need you to come through this one time or I'm gonna die, alright?
This
So
is your punishment for rolling that 20.
I don't want to roll it. It's gonna kill me. Ah!
Oh, yes! Just when he needs it. 24. So, as you're all kind of like trying to figure out where you're going to go, you just see Clint, and I guess he's not told anybody because you didn't seem to say this in character. Just
I suppose I didn't have time.
you just
I
flip
wanted to
off.
throw it.
Yeah, you see it and you're like, oh, quick, I've got to go. He just flips off in acrobatic style, like probably a backwards swan dive or something, and just like flips around and lands on it. And you hit it. It doesn't seem to notice. You kind of land quite agilely onto it, but it does start to lift up a bit and starts moving off slowly, so it's not like and you having to hold on. You can kind of like crouch onto it. Now, what's the plan? You're going to try and hack into it.
Yeah.
Do that hack and roll.
Hacking.
Oh, I forgot to do the.
We're back to the status quo.
Yes, with that mighty +6 that you have to your dice rolls, you still only got a 10. You try to hack into it, and it seems like it's got a decent firewall on it that won't accept your measly attempts to hack into it.
I'm kind of just like, today's really not my day, and then I just try and edge my way over to one of the propellers, and I'll just fucking physically move this thing.
It doesn't really have propellers, but it does have kind of like the little engines that I guess make it hover. So yeah, you could try.
I may die.
Do me a strength check.
Is it like specific or just general?
Just a general strength check.
What the fuck?
So literally everything that you shouldn't be getting good rolls on, you are. So 19. Yeah. That was with a 0 as well. So yeah, you kind of like force it, and it at first it kind of resists a little bit, but you manage to like kind of spin it around, and then as it's like facing the right direction, you just kind of like float it along to where the other guys are, and it starts heading that way slowly.
I'm just talking to the drone, and I'm like, well, since you don't like to do what you're told, maybe I'll just tell you by force. Will you do what Uncle Clint says? You and your fancy fireballs. I'm just like muttering. So yeah, I'll float it over and see if we can get everybody to hop on, or pick up a crate and then hop onto that type thing.
I mean, you're physically forcing it at the moment, so it might be hard to get it to pick up a crate. And there's probably not enough room to fit the whole party on there, especially with an unconscious Asari.
I'll swing by and try and get someone who's good at fucking hacking.
Hi.
Try by and be like, Leah.
It's like slowly approaching, and you're just like, Leah, hack this thing.
Do I have to do everything for you?
Apparently. Look, it's got a bit of a personality.
Oh wow. Leah.
Honestly, a 10-year-old could do this.
Leah pulls up her Omni tool as soon as she kind of like sees you indicating, and agilely hacks into it. And it takes a couple seconds as it starts to like go past, and you actually go past the rest of them. And just before she presses a button and kind of smugly says what she just said, and it stops, and it turns around and kind of like raises up and comes over to the rest of them, and it's not got a face or anything, but it's kind of facing Leah in like the direction it would go.
I just pat it and I'm like, all right, listen to your mother.
Can you imagine not being able to even hack such a simple drone?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's embarrassing, and you call yourself a hacker.
Look, I just jumped from a building. It's fine.
That's no excuse.
It was a very epic attempt to begin with, but yeah.
I'll be like, come on, just pick up a crate. Let's get out of here. Pick up a storage unit.
So you're just kind of like going to stand on the cargo container, get it to grab it, and lead it away?
Yeah.
Yes, and hope no one stops us.
We'll get the party inside a crate, and then carry the crate to safety.
You can get in the cargo container if that's what you want. Like open the doors and flip inside, so you're all stood inside.
Yeah, I'll do that. It does. I guess, do we set it on like a trajectory and then just?
I mean, Leah has full control, as if it's like controlling a drone. It's literally just like directional kind of like stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which
Right, so
she's good at drones because she's got her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll flip in and then just be like, yep.
Everyone piling in?
I suppose, yes, that's That's the best plan we have.
So at this point, as Trekmore like throws the Asari kind of like hook shot into the container, she bounces and stirs, and you see her eyes open, and she starts like glancing around, and there's like some muffled yells that your translators don't seem to be catching because it's so muffled. But Kreia, you're pretty sure she's shouting a lot of obscenities right now in Asari.
Oh.
That sounds,
Well, hello there. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Kreia, you get something along the lines of something very bad happening in some kind of intimate way to Tayus' mother.
Mm.
yeah, I will not tell him. I'm gonna be polite.
Well, she really can't communicate because her hands are bound and her mouth's tied. There, it is just like a lot of muffled yelling. Eventually, she does give up and just kind of like lies there for a while as you're making your way out. Maybe this is a good way to end it. As you're going, it's all going smoothly. You're kind of like moving your way through the alleyways that all the cargo containers get, and you can kind of like see from your perspective with the door slightly open that you're heading towards this big entrance, and can even see almost looks like a city outside the rest of the space station. Like there's buildings all over the place and stuff like that. This is the Volus level. Generally out and about, they still have to wear their suits, but in their houses and stuff like that, they can remove the suits because it's pressurized to their being and filled with ammonia. But in these kind of areas, in the public areas, it's all oxygen breathing and stuff like that. But anyway, as you're making your way, you hear that same, or what Kalint noticed earlier, this boom, boom noise, and hear this giant boom sound, and within a second you're all falling. You can feel like the pits of your stomach just rising, and the cargo container, it's not a massive drop because you weren't flying too high, just slams into the ground. You all knocked prone, doesn't really do any damage to you, but you hear outside, "Ha, thought you could get away with our products, could ya? Well, no one gets past Felif the Decimator," and you hear the sounds of these giant metallic feet clonk towards you, and just outside you can see this giant mech suit kind of thing with two cannons, more like for arms, facing towards you. "No one cheats the Elkoss Combine."
Except the Elkoss Combine.
I have no resources left for this fight.
I have a few. I think would be alright.
And that's where we end it, with a giant mech aiming down at you in your container. So yeah, that's where you are. Your little party of 5, with Geth now cowering in a corner again. He seems to have automatically ran behind some of the crates that are inside this cargo container and gone back into Geth box form. And your Lady Asari friend's just kind of like bleeding from the head, staring up at you, but you can kind of tell she's got a smug look on her face at this point.
Her legs aren't tied, are they?
No, just her hands are bound.
She's gonna fucking run away.
I'm gonna tie her legs.
The giant mech is bearing down, aiming a cannon.
I sigh it, I'm just like, if we die here, so do you, bitch.
No one escapes from Felif the Decimator.
Oh no. This fucking nerd. It is mech suit.
Felif is not a nerd. He's an ultimate destroyer.
He's a Volus, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I'll have you know I've gone on multiple commando missions and killed over 500 people.
What
He's
the
a
fuck
Navy
did you
sea
just
lion.
fucking say about me, you little shit? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class.
if you would like me to spend my first round tying her legs, I will gladly do it. But that's my first thing I wanted to.
Oh god. Well,
I on one hand, yes, I have no spell slots at all. Not even the free gravity field. I'm literally all out. I do have stimmies, but I only have like 12 health.
well
Still,
to,
though, I am not afraid of someone who needs stilts to fucking operate a mech.
We should just beat him up. Take his lunch money.
I'm just imagining Tayus just like casually walks up to it, presses a button, and out of the mech just rolls this Volus, and they're just like, "No, please!" And you just like start kicking him whilst he's down.
We didn't see him, right?
No, you don't see the actual Volus themselves. Oh,
No, like
well,
the mech.
no-
The mech is.
yeah, you can hear it come towards you, but yeah, you can't see it at the moment. What you can see, and I'll give you some hope, is looking out is these giant doors of the warehouse itself just open. You can just kind of like head out into the world if you can get back past the guards, I suppose.
Like the point is, we can just. I don't know. We can just technically guerrilla him. If he's far away, if he's far enough, we can just run and let Dog Channel do its course.
Well, we'll have to find out next time. It gives you time to plan, and I hope it's an exciting re-entry to the Spirit of Autumn.
I wish I was better at climbing shit. This is my one downfall.
So I'll tell you what I thought you were going to do originally from when you were saying about the dropping out of it. You could have just cast it on the people going first and done it in like two groups.
That's what I said. That's literally what I said.
Wait, but it has a range of 12...
Yeah, but once you've cast it...
8%
Yeah, it's just concentration then. And then you just fall and that's it. But then it turned into some kind of weird carry me Gethy situation.
I like causing issues with Leah rather. Leah's like, don't you talk to that nasty skank.
This unit must disappoint Clint. We do not have any intimacy programs.
Don't care. I can project on you.
Always thinking of that reminds me of the New Vegas Fistatron thing. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, a hacker.
Me when I hack geth so we can have
I'm sorry, but that is...
POS.
They're still a thinking being. That's basically the R word.
I don't care.
I'm going to force you to love me, Geth.
If it's not recognized as alive, it's not a crime.
Oh no.
On that bombshell, it's time to go.
Yes, take us out, Pete. Thank you for making that a thing.
Yep. We will be back either Wednesday or Thursday for more gameplay of some description.
I'm hoping, according to the calendar, next Wednesday for more Mass Effect, because that's what we kind of want to do, but it depends. Hopefully we'll have a fever back as well. But anyway, hit that like button that no one's watching, so there's no point really saying.
I am already following.
Yay! If you do subscribe, you can do this Clint emote that I'm currently doing in the chat.
For some reason, I can't unlock it on the choose an emote to.
Have you
get...
have you subscribed?
No, I'm saying the rewards thing.
Oh yeah, I think you actually have to subscribe to get it. So if you've got Prime, you can do it that way.
I don't have that.
Well, there you go. Look, this is what you're missing out on. Clint's everywhere.
Modify a single emote. Damn it!
Oh, amazing.
I'm impressed.
Just go at the little circle under the typing bar.
Oh.
Hang
Oh,
on.
I was just going to the wrong one, I think. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, boy. Wait, where is it? Hang on, I'm gonna modify. Oh, the glasses don't go on anything good. There we go. Oh, what? Why didn't it do it?
Oh, yeah.
Modify.
I have what are these called? Channel points. So I can do that.
There you go. He's got a little finger now.
This is my gun finger.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Duck and Raven.
Caw, motherfuckers.
I mean, quack.
Quack quack. That fucking noise.
I love it.